School districts around the area are busy working on budgets to put before voters in mid-May. That includes Westhill, of course. So we welcome in Westhill Superintendent Steve Dunham. Steve, always good to see you. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, Jeff.
A few things to cover. Let's start with the budget, though. I'm sure from the administration side, you're pretty far along. How are things looking in Westhill right now?
We feel like we're in pretty good shape after the initial run of state aid. Really, our plan heading into next year is to, maintain all of our programs. We don't expect any staff reduction, so we're feeling pretty good about it. Every year we budget very conservatively, and our plan is to put out a budget that, as I said, maintains all of our programs, but at the same time is below we're at the tax cap level, and we're just trying to do what's fiscally responsible for our for our community as well.
Probably a twofold question here. I'm curious the impact, because we're all dealing with these super high electric bills. So A, how do you deal with that currently? And B, do you factor that into next year's budget?
Yeah, right. It impacts everyone, and schools are no different. And so for us, really year to year, it's about a 28% increase in pricing on electricity. So that obviously is a big impact, not only on us at home, but on school as well. So we fortunately, through BOCES, we're part of an energy consortium. So we're actually locked into a price for electricity for 3 years. Oh. So that certainly allows us to budget with much less volatility as we see in the marketplace. And so in terms of year to year, it doesn't have that big of an impact. And as I said, it's almost like, if you equate it maybe to being on like the budget plan, where you really have an idea that your costs are going to pretty much be the same, even though, as I said, the volatility in the market is way up. It's allowed us to budget pretty well year to year. And it's just something that, you have to anticipate. And as all schools do, you also need to have some money built in to your budget for emergencies and for things that pop up. But in terms of electricity, being part of that consortium is a significant benefit to the district.
I can only imagine where it would be otherwise. Slightly different topic, but still power related. Got to ask you where things stand with electric school buses for you in Westhill. We know, just to remind people, the state mandate says by next year you can only start buying e-buses. Will you have any on the ballot? You thinking about a waiver? Have you done a waiver already? Where are you with e-school buses?
Yeah, we're finalizing our fleet electrification plan. We're also in the process of putting together a capital project. In that capital project, we'll be putting out to the voters the need for a new transportation center. That has nothing to do with electric buses. We have a facility that really has just run its course, but at the same time, we obviously need to be forward thinking, and the plan would be to have that facility be all set in order to add on any of the necessary infrastructure for electric buses down the road. But that's definitely in the future. So I think that again is the key word. It's a future project for us. There will be no electric buses on the ballot for 26, 27. As I said, we'll fill out that waiver, and we'll see how it plays out. I mean, I don't think anyone can argue with the intent and the idea behind them, and to move away from, a non-renewable resource to power, our transportation fleet. But at the same time, doing it in a really thoughtful way is important. And I think hopefully over the next few years, as technology evolves, and schools have the infrastructure, we'll be in a better place. But it makes no sense to purchase the buses without having the infrastructure in place.
Gotcha. Want to make sure I get this one in here because we got about a minute left or so. Westhill High School has been named a blue ribbon school. How much does it mean to the district, but really, especially to the people at the high school?
It's huge, right? I mean, to be named a blue ribbon school means that our high school really is an exemplary, high-performing school. It's one of only 19 schools in the entire state that have been honored with that distinction. And it's a testament to the community. Certainly it's a high school award, but that is built upon all the amazing things happening in K-12. It's all of our students, it's our parents, it's our staff, it's our teachers, our administrators at every level. So again, phenomenal accomplishment for the high school, and a great distinction for the district. And it's something to build off of. We've talked about it's not a finish line. We're proud of it, but if anything, it's an energizing award to really focus on, all right, how do we make sure we stay there? How do we make sure that we evolve and continue to innovate so that our students are involved in programs and have opportunities that are going to prepare them for their future. So we're excited for it, but we also know we have a lot of work to do to, as I said, continue to evolve and improve and innovate as a school district.
Love that philosophy. Don't rest on your laurels. Steve, always great catching up with you. Thanks so much for your time. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Jeff.
Download the WSYR Plus app on your TV to stream News Channel 9 for free. Just go to your smart TV, search WSYR Plus in the App Store, and download to start streaming today.